We have seen in another video how to create a pitch, but today we're going to look at how to take that to the next level. So, to start off with, your pitch title or your headline needs to have some kind of a catchy hook to draw in the reader, to draw the editor's attention, and to keep him or her engaged. Okay, you need to select the category or perhaps multiple categories that your story covers. This is important because it helps make it easier for the editor to find you, and then it helps it make it easier to classify and categorize your story for us. Okay, and then the level above that, again, if you really want to stand out, is to add, we suggest to add as many tags as possible here, because this helps again narrow it down based on the pitch and the story, but also then makes it easier for the editor to find you because this is what they search. These are the criteria upon which they base their search. So it makes it a lot easier to find you, and then you will jump to the top of the list the more tags you use, assuming they are, of course, relevant. Okay. And then you can select your location then as well, or if the story happens to span multiple locations, you can also add those in there. Again, the more detail, the more easy it is to find you, to find your story, and to secure a match for commission. You can fill in the rest of the details here, of course, as we've been through in our previous video. And then here in the pitch bio details, of course, you have a limit of 150 words, which means you have to be concise, but there are a few simple tricks that you can use to help yourself stand out and to make it easy for the editor to consume the information and therefore to more quickly arrive at the decision to commission your story. So use formatting to stand out. Well, what does that mean? Simply means using things like headers, bullet points, and different formatting options to make it very easy for the editor to understand what the story is about and to guide them through the pitch in the way that you would like to guide them through. So you can highlight certain points, downgrade other points, all based on how you deem them relevant to the story. And as we've seen above, the pro tip here is to use tags, use as many as possible, because this helps create the niche of your story and then makes it very easy then for the editors to search and find your profile and the pitch itself. Then conveying information here, headers and bullets are very useful to structure and clarify information. It also makes it quick and easy to present and quick and easy to consume so that you don't have to have very long sentences or blocks of texts or very, very long paragraphs. This is an easy way to present and consume the information. And again, just to touch back on the tags, as we mentioned above, it makes it quicker and easier for editors to find you. There's more clarity and precision on the topic itself. It's easier to niche down on a broader subject. So, for example, if you take sports, you can niche down to, let's say, football or soccer. And then even further, you can niche down to maybe any of the major leagues or psychology within soccer or football transfers and finance within soccer. There's a lot of different elements there. So again, the more tags you use and the more you niche down, the easier it is for editors with a specific agenda to find you and make a match and commission your story there. And then it also creates more avenues for different editors who might not have otherwise found you before to find you. So therefore, it opens up more options and more avenues for income and selling articles. And lastly, some other useful information here. It's a numbers game. So generate as many ideas as possible. Not 100% are going to be commissioned. Not every pitch you send will result in a published article. It's a numbers game. So the more you produce, the more likely you are to get more commissions. So pitch often, prioritize those then that get interest back. So if somebody is interested in a pitch that you've put out, prioritize that one. It might seem obvious, but there you go. Avoid generic ideas that any in-house news team could produce because they'll just produce them. They won't pick you because you're an unknown quantity. So create stories and pitch stories that in-house teams are not otherwise doing or focusing on. And emphasize your community connections. Why are you a good person to write this story? Why is it difficult to access a particular community or group that you have access to and that you can provide color and nuance and all sorts of different details and flavor to your story? This is what editors look for. This is what readers look for and what the audience wants. When you're happy with all of that, click send and away you go.